What's up mga kapadres? Welcome back to our channel. Again, I'm Mike of So Padres, and this is the channel where we do unboxing videos, reviews on sneakers, toys, collectibles, and whatnot. So finally we are back with another sneaker unboxing video, and for this specific video, I'd like to give a big shout out and a big thanks to our friend Sarah, our former office mate of mine, Von, and Pilotok Abet, who's currently working with Nike. She hooked us up for a spare via her employee discount, which is of course 40% off. The SRP of this pair, as you saw in the thumbnail and in the title, the Nike GT Jump, is $9,595. It's currently at that price in the Nike app and in stores. So with no further ado, let's get into it. So here we have it. We have here the box of the GT Jump. So before we open it, GT stands for greater than, which means it's part of the greater than series. It's weird because the GT Cut 2 is already out. Let's just place this box here for a sec. GT Cut 2 is already out, and after a year, still no GT Run 2, and the GT Jump is still releasing, or suddenly continued to releasing, new colorways. Let's take a detailed look at the box. So for the box, you have here a black box with the greater than logo symbol, and then the side, it's just white, and then there's the logo here. Nothing on this side, and on this side it says greater than, with the letter A being really large. And finally, on the most important side of the box, the part where the size tag is shown, it says here Nike Air Zoom GT Jump, and official colorway is Cone / Phantom. Size 10.5, which is my and Von's true size. And then here it says Beyond, with the letter E being the big letter. So let's open it up. Paper with this logo, greater than logo symbol, and this ball. So finally, here we have it outside of the box in this bright orange colorway, which is part of the Nike University series, I think, with this Pac-Man looking guy, because the other colorways had this hologram here, but for this specific one, instead of the hologram being here on the tongue, we have this Pac-Man looking dude, which is I think the logo for the Nike University. So there are other shoes in this colorway, or at least part of the series. The GT Cut 2, which is in black and orange, and then the Nike Cosmic Unity 2. And then of course, this is actually the continuation of the Alpha project from back in the day. Hence all the possible tech specs included for elite performance on the court is really jam-packed into this shoe, especially this one, the GT Jump, out of all the three. And of course, Nikola Jokic, the Joker, has been using it for I think 3 straight years now, and he won 2 MVPs in them, if I'm not mistaken, or in the second year I think he won the second MVP, and then he's playing this in this and his second year, and running for a 3rd MVP, if I'm not mistaken. Let's start off with the tech specs of the shoe. Starting off with the bottom of the shoe, for the traction pattern, we have here full herringbone, which is kind of a big style or size of herringbone, and then it comes with this black translucent outsole, slightly translucent, and then it has holes small holes, as you can see here, which is meant for the sole not to break. And then there's hollowed out areas here for the zoom units to I think to compress and expand. And then as you can see this part, it's a semi decoupled outsole, only coupled on the lateral side and then nothing in the middle, and then the medial for I think a better range of motion, or better pep in your step possibly. So going up to the midsole, this is where all the fun is. So the cushion is made up of a Cushlon midsole and then a P-Bax jump frame. The black part here, this soft part here is the Cushlon, and then this is the P-Bax jump frame, which is meant for giving the user a push forward and a higher jump. And then in the forefoot, this whole thing, not just this part, but the whole forefoot is I think is encompassed with the zoom turbo unit. As you can see here, yan, nakalitaw siya, which is I think is the same one used in the LeBron 20s, as well as in these bad boys, which will also be doing an unboxing and review on, so stay tuned. And then for the heel, obviously you can see it's actually exposed large volume zoom unit. And then on top of that, there's a full-length zoom strobel unit. Oh, I almost forgot mention, for the inserts, it just came with this paper inserts. And of course, to be coupled with the full-length zoom strobel, what Nike does is usually they include the same type of insole. I'm not gonna be able to pull it out because I've already used this for 2 times for 20 minutes each time. So due to that, the insole has stuck due to the heat when I use them. So basically the insole is just the same one in the Kobe 6. Kobe 6 is OG, Kobe 6 Pro, KD 13, 14, and 15. It's a styrofoam type that actually molds to your foot. Only difference, this one has a higher cut and is a bit thicker. So same thing. So I'd also like to share this part. So even if this shoe didn't come with a card that actually says the tech specs, it's actually written on the bottom of the shoe. Here's what I actually said: zoom strobel, P-Bax, that's for the jump frame, and then zoom FF, which means zoom forefoot. So that's a zoom turbo unit in the forefoot, and then zoom heel. Of course, that's the zoom unit, which is very large and thick. It's a thick boy in the heel. So going up to the upper, we have here this really lightweight yet super strong, they're calling it jump wire, kind of similar to fly wire, but this is the actual fly wire, which is of course from way back from I think from the 2008 started in the 2008 Hyper Dunks. And then it's really light, it really hugs your foot. And then on the back, patent leather here, and then a pull tab here, and then own space, which is kind of the slogan of this shoe. And then for the toe part and the tongue, I think it's a half booty construction, or is the tongue attached? So yeah, that's how it looks. So for the material of the tongue and the toe box, it's kind of textile or a mesh or something in between. So for details there, it says 001 with the 6 dots and then a swoosh. Also, there are dots here and then a line swoosh, which symbolizes part of the Alpha Project or the Greater Than series. So along the upper, you have here lots of fusing here for, of course, for additional support. Orange part, really like how they did that to make the colorway even look better. Kulay Soul Padres, ika nga ni Idol Philo to. And then Midsole is in black with white speckles. Really gives that 2010s 2012s hyper dunk style. It's the back of the shoe. Really nice looking jump frame. And for the jump frame here in the so I think this part also acts as a midfoot shank for torsional rigidity and support, which has a logo of spring, which is specific to the GT Jump. Of course, if you're an OG head like me, it resembles a spring or the Nike Shocks from I think back in the day in the 90s. And for more details, there's also something written here: systems of air, because basically this shoe has got a lot of air from ilang zoom units in. And another detail is the swoosh here on this side. And for the insole, again, let's check it out. It says own space there too with the Nike swoosh. And of course, my favorite swoosh on the shoe, which is this one, hollowed out one, which is part of the jump frame. Really nice, genius design touch, which is actually part of the functional tech spec of the shoe. As for the fit, it's slightly longer but super duper snug on the side. Has a bit of heel slippage, kind of hard to put on. So if you're a wide footer, I think you might wanna go up half a size, or probably stay away from this shoe, because it's really snug on the side, but it's long. Its length is a bit long, so it's kind of good for me because I have a long and narrow foot, kind of similar to what KD has. I mean, for my height, since I'm just 10.5, nothing like a size 13 or a 16 that Durant has. But if you're interested in the shoe, I'd advise copying it when it's on sale, because for one thing, as I said earlier in the video, its SRP is 9.5, around 9,500. It wasn't included in the inflation rate or the price increases. Nowadays, shoes that used to range around that price or have increased, like from the usual $200 or $190 or $180 has increased to $210. So di pa rin siya nagbabago, 9.5 pa rin siya. And then you will be able to get them on sale when there are sales in Titan, promo codes in the Nike app, or you can find them in outlets if you're lucky, or in the States. This should be an easy pickup if you find it in outlets in different countries. And for me, luckily, I have a friend who works at Nike that was able to hook me up by employee discount. Aside from this, I was also able to purchase a Nike duffel bag. So going back, it's really bang for your buck, because the SRP did not change. It's on its second year of releasing, which is not usual for Nike to be releasing the same shoe 2 years in a row. Lower SRP, and then if it goes on sale, it's even lower. So super low cost, you get all the tech, probably the most technologically advanced, or at least technologically jam-packed, technologically or tech spec loaded basketball shoe of all time. Not just with Nike, I think of all time. So, oh, and one more detail, this has really nice rope laces. And the only thing that I would like to warn you guys about is, since I've mentioned that I've actually used these bad boys for 2 times and for 20 minutes each, I'm actually experiencing pain in my foot. It's around here, so if you can imagine, it's around before my arch and just like in front of or the top of my heel. It's this part. So I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but this part isn't flat, and I don't know if that's part of the design, kung sadya ba yan, but I think it should be flat eh. So this part is parang palubog siya dito, and then this part is kind of I don't know how to say it, embossed, or it's like it has a bubble or a bump and that it has a bump right here for both shoes. So by the way, the two pairs don't have any differences, so I no need to show the other one. But for that part, it also has that part that has a kind of a baby bump, not a baby bump, sorry, but a small bump. So I hope that actually breaks in once I put in the R's. Probably if I play in them at least 2 hoop sessions with the 2 R's each. So hopefully that flattens out, or at least the pain goes away. So that's it. If you made it to this part of the video, super duper thank you. If it's your first time on this channel, please consider subscribing, smashing the like button, leaving a comment down below, sharing this video, and hitting that notification bell. So every time that we upload new content, whether it be toys or shoes or whatnot, you'll be updated. So in behalf of Kapadring Von and Kat, again, I'm Mike, and peace out.